What's up, y'all? I'm in a mood, man. This is a long day, man. I'm glad it kind of took us a little bit to fill this thing. But I'm ready to break some cards. So enough of you, Drake. Kelly says, I am a mofo. Me too, Kelly. It's happening, Rich. Yeah, you want me to pull a carry on? Dude, I was like so excited about carry on. I got him like in the draft where I wanted him on Saturday. And then they said he kind of like went backwards and not doing so hot. Whatever. It's preseason. I'm not buying into it too much. It is what it is. All right, guys, we do have 4 boxes. Tomorrow I'm going to be posting a bigger one. I'm hoping that we're able to fill it tomorrow. If not, it's all right. I mean, I'm not going to be upset if it takes us more than a day to fill a break. I'd rather it not be. But even though you guys took forever, I got some super deep sleepers for you. So over here I have a wide receiver from the NFC. And over here I have a player who knows where he'll end up being by the end of the season. But I still believe he has a place in the NFL. So I'm going to give both these cards away. And first one is a guy who I PC, but I really think he's a super deep sleeper. It's going to take some injuries or a new team. But I believe this man, Josh Reynolds, has a spot in the NFL. I do not think he's Tavon Austin. This is a select out of 99. Love my boy Josh Reynolds. It's 75 out of 99. Going to be giving that away tonight. And I'm going to start recording now because I played that music. And this guy, man, a year or two, actually 2 years ago, we were like, man, this is going to be the dude. He was going in second, third rounds. Started out, I think, supposed to be a quarterback, then moved to wide receiver. And this Terrell Pryor dude, he still has to have a spot, right? This is 55 out of 99. Terrell Pryor out of Majestic. All right, so I do believe there's a spot for him. Both these guys are my super deep sleepers of the night because this was a super long break to fill. So I gave you all some super deep sleepers. All right. So I heard something interesting tonight. We're going to start breaking here. But I heard something interesting. I was listening to my podcast, and they wanted to rank the rookie wide receivers. So before I tell you what they said, I want to hear your top 3 in order. Don't just type 1, 2, 3. Like, type them all in the same comment. So don't, like, type one, then another, or get all skewed. So I think you can hold shift and hit enter to, like, do line by line. So type a name. Receiver number 1, shift, hold shift, enter. Receiver number 2, shift, enter. I want to see in order your top 3 rookie wide receivers. Since I gave you 2 wide receivers tonight, Terrell Pryor is kind of like whatever. But yeah, give me in order from first to third your 3 rookie wide receivers. All right, here we go. Box 1, baby. All right. I also got to tell you this, man. First of all, this is a fresh case of Unparalleled. I just cracked this. So these are the first 2 boxes out of a new case of Unparalleled. So my car, a few months ago, my car got backed into by my father-in-law. I was not there. My wife borrowed my car. My father-in-law had to call me and be like, hey, I accidentally bumped into your car. No big deal. Finally getting it fixed. It was months ago. But I tell you that because I finally, I got it in and they gave me a rental car. And for the very first time, I got to drive a Chrysler 300M. Now, I just drive a Hyundai Sonata. I like it, man. I love my Sonata. Love it. Wouldn't trade it for this. But, man, these cars are nice. They're huge, though. They're like boats. Moore, Gallup, Sutton. All right, Brad, you're close to what they said. Ridley, Washington, Moore. All right. Miller, DJ, Kiki. Oh, come on with the Kiki, Max. You know he's not up there. Wow, they didn't bring up. I like these. Come on, anyone else want to get in on this? Gallup and Ridley. All right. I like these. All right, this is a cool question. This is one of my favorite ones yet. I'll let you guys, give you guys to the end of this box, and then I'm going to tell you what they said. See how close you are, all right? There were 2 different votes. So, all right, here's a Zeke. I'm a little concerned about him. Beckham and Carr. Minka Fitzpatrick. There's a Matt Ryan. This is going to be out of 25. 3 out of 25. Going out to Atlanta Falcons, Matt Ryan. Nick Orovitz. Man, he's crushing it. So I'm going to tell you this right now. On all of their lists, Anthony Miller was number 4. On every one of their lists. They only did top 3, but then they like went up to 4. And Anthony Miller popped in at 4 for almost everyone. And it kind of came down to this idea that, like, this is a really nice class of rookie wide receivers. And I was like, I know, that's what I've been saying, man. You don't have to, like, especially in dynasty leagues, man, you can be grabbing some of these dudes late. This is a Jared Goff to 150. That's Brad. I'm with you 100%. And that's why some of them had James Washington, but not all of them did. Well, Max, injuries are a part of the game, man. You can't, I mean, injuries aside. So, like, rookies definitely don't, like, I mean, unless they had some serious injury history in college, don't take that into account. Derwin James out of 200. That is 56 out of 200. Mahomesies. Max, I'm going to. I really am. I'm not. It's not that I'm not going to. I need content, man. And when the season starts, here we go. Josh Allen out of 150. Ooh, we got a game used patch coming up. This is out of 150, and it's a quarterback. I'm going to top load that. Going out to the Buffalo Bills. That is going to be Kyle. Oh, it's McDuffie. McDuffie back in the house. What's up, Kyle? Kyle McDuffie. McDuffin is back in the house. This is game used. Zeke Elliott, game used patch. First hit. There's a carry on. And an Austin. Oops, sorry. Austin Pro. Yeah, Max, I intend fully on doing a podcast. Brad, I love how much, man, I'm so happy you got into our fantasy league this year. Marshawn Lynch, and here we go for the Bucks. Going out to Brad Ballett. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Ronald Jones. Man, that looks like a Browns patch. Usually the Bucks have these beautiful patches. Matter of fact, Brad, I think you got one in this morning's break, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Last night, man, we only had 3 teams to fill. I was waiting and waiting and waiting. My wife was on the phone. She's like, come up. Like, long story short, we don't very often get to lay in bed without our kids being nuts, and her sister was over watching our kids. So she's like, come lay in bed. I said, she goes, I'm going to make a phone call quick. Meanwhile, we almost sold that breakout. And I was like, oh, there's 3 teams left. I'll come up for like 10 minutes or whatever. We'll just like watch part of a show or something. Cameron Wake out of 100. I fell asleep like instantly, man. I can't lay in a bed. 32 out of 100. I thought you did, Brad. But Brad, that patch this morning was like that wing patch, right? With like 4 seams of stitching. I don't know why I top loaded that. This one is not. Your one today was, I believe. Juju, Jaleel Scott, Rashad Penny. And this is out of 100. Rookie Focus. This is a Nick Chubb out of 100. 79 out of 100. Nick Chubb. It's a nice chubby. And for the Bengals, Mark Walton going out to Michael Fernandez, snagging up the Bengals. $8. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, you can't, like, even with shipping and everything, because I don't charge extra shipping or whatever, You can't buy this for $5 like plus shipping on eBay. Maybe if you like get it on an auction and it's a slow night on eBay, but I highly doubt it. Trey Quinn, Harold Landry, Giorgio Tavicchio, dummy card, Jaden Mickens, and then Deron Payne. All right, box 1. Let's get the box 2. Yeah, you're right. Again, another hot box. 2 RPAs and a game used Zeke patch. Not an awful box. Kind of boring patches, but, you know, still 2 RPAs. Here we go. Number 2. You guys ready? So, I'm super pumped. My dad, he has season tickets, and if you're a season ticket holder, you get to this exclusive club of it's called like season pass platinum or something. And so he gets free access to that. What is it? Like where you can watch this preseason games, Game Pass or whatever. And they have a condensed version, and it's during the season too. You can watch a condensed version of all games. I highly intend on using that. I used it last year for a little bit. That was my team last year, Max and Mike, was the Bengals, the Colts, the Chargers, the Rams. They were like the cheap teams last year. They still are this year. But they had Mack and Reynolds and Cup, Mike Williams. Something thick in here. All right, here we go. Cam, Patrick Chung, and Cyril Grayson. Josh Sweat. Out of 100, Josh Rosen. This is number 40 out of 100. Yeah, Miami does very well too. You're right. Josh Allen, rookie focus. Calvin Ridley, Tanner Lee, Jimmy Garoppolo, AJ Green. How did John Ross look against the Bills? Someone said hashtag Bills. Every time someone brought it up today, this is out of 75, Jared Goff. Someone's like, yeah, but it was against the Bills. It's like, come on, man. It's not like it's the worst team in the NFL. John Ross is fast, man. He is quickly climbing up draft boards. Jared Goff, 75 out of 75. Last on the run. Kelly, all right, so Kelly says he's in a meat coma. You ought to see Kelly's, oh, man. I almost want to, like, so we have this group, if you break with us for a while, or you've been with us since the beginning, we have this OG chat group. We kind of just, like, BS all day. And Kelly sent this picture of this Oklahoma deer meat that he's been cooking up out of 200 Julio Jones die cut. It made me so hungry. Like, my wife made me chicken salad wrap tonight, which was not bad. But man, Kelly sending these like perfectly cooked meat. Bradley Chubb. Denver Broncos going out to Keenan. Man, Keenan's had very good luck with us. Keenan, I feel like every time you break, you're snagging something with us. I think Keenan's the one that told me he's getting ready to plan. He's starting to plan his wedding, to check in to see how that's going. I think they said they're. Is it Vegas, Keenan, that you're doing your wedding? Kareem Hunt. Darius Geis. There's a Tyrod out of 150. I guess he's back at it. They're thinking he's going to start week 1. 87 out of 150. Vontae Davis owes Poyer a fruit basket after that performance. I'm missing something, Brad. Hey, someone threw this out. Oh, I still got to tell you about these receivers. Brad, you said about Traquan Smith getting some action. This is going to go to Corey Castan. He's got quite a few Traquans with us. Corey's in a big right now. He's at a draft. 16 teams, $400 per team. Do the math real quick on that. 16 times 400. That's a lot of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. He said he's stressing over every pick. I'm like, well, no shit. Like, I'd be stressing over every pick too. But the thing is that what it comes down to is injuries and the waiver wire, man. Justin Hardy out of 150. 142 out of 150. Michael Thomas. So, to get back to the wide receiver chat that I told you. Tevin Coleman and bright future is Amir Abdullah. I disagree. He has no future. Number one for two of the guys was DJ Moore, which kind of took me, like, I was taken aback because I did not think DJ Moore was like, I didn't think he was there yet. For the other guys, it was Calvin Ridley. So Calvin Ridley, I'm sorry, no. For the other guy, it was Michael Gallup. So Michael Gallup got 1 vote and DJ Moore got 2 votes. There was 3 guys voting. Yeah, where do you think he's going to go, Rich? Amir Abdullah. Because, like, they don't need him now with LeGarrette Blount. Tyreek Hill out of 100. $77 out of 100. Yeah, they don't really need Blount there. Amir Abdullah there. He's never really done much. Yeah, so Gallup was number 1, and then he was actually, ironically, number 3 on the guy who said DJ Moore. Both the guys who had DJ Moore as number 1 had Gallup as 3. And the person who had Gallup as 1 had DJ Moore as 3. And they all had Calvin Ridley as 2 in the middle, if that makes sense. So everyone kind of had Calvin Ridley as the second best rookie wide receiver. Nobody had Calvin Ridley as number 1, which kind of like threw me back a little bit because I expected Ridley to be number 1. So it was Gallup, Ridley, and Moore were the top 3 for all 3. And then I told you earlier, James Washington was their number 4, with they said Anthony Miller being a really, really close, like, to the number 4. If that helped, like, if that makes sense at all. So it was like Gallup and Moore swapped on the picks. Calvin Ridley 2 for both. And then Anthony Miller and and James Washington. And I think the reason James Washington was so low wasn't because of his talent, but more so because, like you guys said, it's crowded there. Ryan Switzer moved again? Wasn't he on Oakland? Like, he's like a Danny Woodhead, right? Like, he's like a little dude. He was drafted by the Cowboys last year, moved to Oakland. Now he went to the Steelers. It was a Bradley Chubb, a Traquan Smith, and an Amir Abdullah were the hits from that box. All right, here we go, guys. Alvin Kamara. So our draft tonight was interesting. I tried out a new strategy. Historically, I'm a 2 running back drafter. Now, I have taken Antonio Brown in the past because he fell to me like 2 years ago. Out of 99, TJ Watt going out to the Steelers. It's going to be Chuck. But this year I've tried out some different strategies. I went wide receiver if I drafted late in the first round, and then running back on the way back through. I've went 2 wide receivers. I've went running back. There's no real method this year. It's kind of best player available to me because there's just so many options. Chris Hogan at a $2.99. But tonight in our Cards and Coffee draft, and you can check this out. I went wide receiver, I think. No, I went running back. Who did I take first? Oh, I had the very first pick, and I took Todd Gurley, which I hate having the first pick, by the way. It's one of my least favorite picks. I do like the wraparound, not the reach around, but the wraparound. So I got Gurley, and then I went I went a wide receiver. How did it happen? You can see it on the site. Either way, I took Deshaun Watson in the 4th round, which I'm not, that is not me at all. I do not take a quarterback that early. And then everything fell apart from there. And then I had to grab Mark Ingram as my second running back. And then that meant I had to grab a whole bunch of late running backs. And I got LeGarrette Blount, and I'm excited about him. Josh Rosen. But my point is, this is why, and the whole reason behind Deshaun was I wanted to get, oh, my brain's drawing a blank. Will Fuller. I wanted to get Will Fuller. Well, I reached for Sammy Watkins thinking Will Fuller would fall to me because he was much further down, and Brandon grabbed him. So I never got my paired up Deshaun Watson, Will Fuller, which I think is going to be an awesome. Woo! Speaking of it, going out to the Dallas Cowboys out of 49. Who grabbed them? Alan Sponenberg grabbing the Dallas Cowboys, getting himself a Michael Gallup out of 49. That is a nice card. Very nice. Andrew, I don't think there's a bad way to do it this year. I really don't. And I never take a tight end early. Then Jimmy Graham fell to me in the 5th, I think, on that wrap. That's why I hate the first pick, man. Everything falls apart for me. That's out of 49. That is a nice card. Pittsburgh Steelers, Jalen Samuels. Going out to Chuck. So anyhow, needless to say, I tried out a strategy in Cards and Coffee tonight. Now, we do have the Unparalleled draft coming up, but you guys need to know something. Just because we did 5 fantasy leagues, including Unparalleled. Just because those are full does not mean you can't get in one. Starting this week, I will be doing leagues based everybody that gets into a break, whatever, it's not every break. The break that I specify will get an entry into a daily fantasy league for that week, and it's going to come with some credit. I'll probably do first and runner-up credit, so just be ready for that. And if someone, I don't know that I can make it private, but if you'd have to, in order to, to win the prizes in it, you would have to be able to show that you were in that break. So I think it's going to get pretty interesting. We're going to do it on DraftKings. There's only, I think, 6 or 7 states that don't let you do DraftKings. So if you can't get in one of those, then you're probably in trouble. I would say that I'll try to offer you maybe a couple dollars off another break. Oh, this is one of those things where they gave us an extra. This happened the other day. We got an extra base card. David Johnson out of 175. Matt Stafford, that's our 4th base card. We're going to have another one on the bottom here. There's the Suggs. All right, here we go. Go DJ. Ooh, out of 49. 1, 2, 3 color. Going out to Jacksonville Jaguars. That is going to be Johnny Gippin. Shout out to Johnny, man. Hooking me up. He sent me a picture today. Said, I have this Marv Levy and Andre Reed from, I think it was Gold Standard. And I had those 2 cards and actually gave them to my dad. And I was like, you know, I love for my dad. I knew he'd appreciate those cards more. And then I was like, I wish I had them. He hooked me up. Gave me a great deal. All right. Let's see what we got here. Speaking of it, might be the #1 rookie wide receiver. Go DJ. Pair of DJs, man. DJ Chark. Now that Marquise Lee's out for the season, if you guys didn't hear, DJ and there's a couple other dudes there that might get a shot now. But this is going out to the Carolina Panthers. It's going to be Max Carey. Max, you can thank your boy Kelly for telling you to get this. Don't be talking about not getting hits anymore, Max. Every break, I swear you get a hit. So, Max, no more of this I don't ever hit, man. I don't want to hear it anymore. You hit every time I break, I swear. That's a nice card, dude. Congrats, Max. That is a very nice card. Very nice auto, too. I love that about Origins, man. They give them so much space to sign. And for the Indianapolis Colts, Darius Fontaine. Or Fontaine. Man, oh, there is a little color down there. Some stitching. Alright guys, I am going to maybe post some Pack Wars for tonight, but let's do a hit recap here. Darius, a DJ Moore, on card, congrats Max. DJ Chark out of 49, rookie patches. Jalen Samuels, 2 color with some stitching. Beautiful, out of 49. 19 out of 49, Michael Gallup on card going to Allen. Josh Rosen, rookie swatch. Amir Abdullah. We got a Traquan. Bradley Chubb. Mark Walton. Ronald Jones. And a game used Zeke Elliott. Now I got some cards to give away. Terrell Pryor and Josh Reynolds. Here's what I'm going to do. The top gets the Josh. The bottom gets the Terrell. I'm going to post some Pack Wars here, guys, in a couple minutes. So stay tuned. Oops. Oh, here we go. So this is 8/27, 18. Top gets Reynolds. Bottom gets Terrell. And it's a min roll of 5. And you know what, guys? I don't know that I am going to post Pack Wars tonight. We may save those. I just looked at what time it was. It is 10:20. Okay. Final round. Allen getting the Josh and Chuck getting the Terrell Pryor. So Alan Sponenberg for the Josh Reynolds and Chuck for the Terrell Pryor. I noticed people are kind of like short right now, so as far as cash goes, so I'm gonna hold off on posting anything, and we'll wait till tomorrow. We'll post a break tomorrow, get everyone fresh. All right. So, Alan Sponenberg also getting the Gallup. And Chuck with the 2 Steeler hits. Max, I appreciate your positivity, man. I really do. That's cool, dude. Thank you. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for filling this tonight. I appreciate it. Y'all take it easy. Shipping goes out tomorrow. If you haven't gotten anything shipped to you, it is coming. All right, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Hopefully we can fill one tomorrow. Peace.